Parliament has, for the second time, rejected the sugar probe report by the Joint Committee on Trade and Agriculture. The committee tabled the report on Thursday, but it was shot down on grounds that the team led by Kanini Kega did not conclusively interrogate critical issues raised. The report recommended that Treasury CS Henry Rotich and former Agriculture CS Willie Bett be investigated for issuing Gazette notices and the importation of sugar and recommending duty waiver for 14 companies that evaded tax worth $10 billion. Majority Leader Aidan Duale termed the report shoddy and a clear indication of the intention to impeach 3 officials, including former Trade CS Adan Mohammed, without proper evidence. Duale said it is ironical that the committee proposes that Bett, Rotich and Mohammed be held accountable, yet they were not invited to defend themselves before the committee. He said, the CSs were acting on an executive order by the president. It was a directive following the drought, so when you say they be held responsible, I ask myself how, is it collectively or individually? If individually, were they invited before the committee? The Garissa Town MP further said the committee did not respond to questions on whether the sugar in the market has mercury or is contaminated by other substances. His sentiments were echoed by Minority Leader John Badi Subba South, who termed the report so ridiculous as it does specify whether the sugar is poisonous. They have said in their recommendations that millers, importers and wholesalers be investigated, but surprisingly they have not named them. So how can you investigate someone whose name you have not been told? Badi further said it is absurd for the committee to plot to sacrifice the 3 CSs for the general recommendation they made. KEBS, KRA and AFA to ensure the sugar was fit for human consumption. All the CSs did was issue a Gazette notice. Quality and quantity matters were not under their jurisdiction, Badi said. While tabling the 18 recommendation report, Kega said the committee established that over 829,000 tons of sugar had been imported against the required 130,000. The committee, however, maintained that no traces of mercury or lead were detected by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. Kega said the sugar data go down in East Lae and Rai was found to contain excess copper and lead and was deemed unsafe for consumption. He said 194 companies got involved in importation after Rotich opened a free spectrum through the Gazette notice. The committee established that the then Agriculture CS issued a notice to the Treasury that 14 companies be given special treatment. Their packaging contravened guidelines and the sugar was stored in unhygienic conditions, Kega said.